You're with your kids, but your mind is on business. And when you finally sit down to work, your mind is on the kids. And you're not fully present in either place that you are. You end up at the end of the day feeling like you showed up in both places, but not present, being fully present in either place. If that's you, this video is for you. I remember one specific day I sat down in my homeschool room, and I was sitting on the floor helping my kids do homeschool, books open, kids asking questions. They're excited about what they're learning. And on the outside, I was like, yep, shaking my head. But I was thinking in the back of my head, I still have emails to respond to. I still have clients that I have to get back to. I have to research this tax case. I need to make sure I get closed for them. I need to make sure I get this. I still have invoices I need to send out. I need to make more money. Okay. And I caught myself not really listening to them, just responding, just shaking my head. And then later that night, when they went to bed, I was working and I sat in front of my computer when the house is completely quiet, and I was thinking, holy crap, did I do enough for my kids? Was I present? If God calls me home right now, can I 100% answer that I did all the things that I was supposed to do with these kids today? So now I'm working, but I'm carrying the guilt of the day. Okay. And I realized something in that moment. I wasn't failing as a mom and I wasn't failing as a business owner, but the way I had my life structured was forcing me to feel like I was failing at both. And this is where most people get it wrong. They think, I just need to make more money. I just need to be better disciplined. I just need to do it the way Karina does it. I need to try harder. I just can't do this, right? This is not the problem, okay? It's a structure problem. It's not a time problem. It's a structure problem, because when your business isn't designed to support your life, it competes against it. And so instead of going together, when two or more are walking in the same direction and you go together, it's so much easier than when you're pulling at each other. Okay. You see this in marriage. You marry somebody who's unequally yoked. You guys are constantly pulling in different direction but when the oxen is yoking together, they go together in the right direction. Your business and your homeschool needs to support each other in a sense that supports your family vision. Okay. It doesn't go away with better plans, waking up earlier, working harder. It actually gets worse. Okay. Because now you get more tired, more stretched, more divided mentally, and over time it creates something deeper, such as resentment from the kids, resentment from you, burnout, constant low level stress. Okay. You start questioning, am I doing this right? Am I doing this the right way that God has called me to do? Should I even be growing a business right now? Or should I put my kids back in public school or private school? Okay. And this is where so many homeschooling moms quietly start shrinking their vision, not because they aren't capable, but because the way that they're building doesn't feel sustainable. Okay. So let me say this clearly. You are not the problem. You are not a failure. The model that you're using is. Because here's what changed for me. I stopped trying to balance everything perfectly. If you know me, you know me, right? And I started building my business to fit my life on purpose. That means I have clear financial systems. I have intentional work blocks. I know what actually moves the needle, and I remove unnecessary pressure out of my life. Instead of asking, how do I do more? I started asking what actually matters, what moves the needle in the right direction. And when you do that, something shifts. Okay. You are not constantly being pulled out anymore in 50 different directions. You're not mentally fragmented all day. You start to feel present with your kids. You start to focus more on your work, and you start to feel peace between both things instead of feeling pressure. Okay, there's a verse that really reframed this for me personally. It's in Psalm 127. I love that Psalm overall, but Psalm 127 verse 2, it says, He grants sleep to those He loves. And that verse isn't just about rest. So in the profit and present blueprint that I have for my clients, I go over that explicitly with my clients. I remember one lady said to me, she has 3 kids. She is a fitness coach, and she says to me, I just feel like I'm all over, and on the weekends I'm everywhere, and I just never get any time. I'm consistently burnt out. And she just was, as she's talking to me, I can see everything just like she's just revving up with frustration and confusion. And so in that profit and presence blueprint, I go over step by step what I have done over the last several years that allows me to be present, to not be burned out, and to actually still be profitable in my business. And she used that, and I was so surprised. We did a coaching call. She took that information and she ran with it. And within a year's time, I'm doing her tax return, and I'm like, Alex, girl, you really showed up and showed out. Okay, because now we were seeing the profit systems that were actually helping her. So it's not about striving endlessly. Now it's about building a way that doesn't drain you. God never designed you to succeed at the cost of your peace and the presence with your kids. Okay. If this resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, I want you to stay with me through this series, because in the next video, I am going to show you how to structure your business, how to simplify your finances, and how to actually build something that supports your life, not compete with it. So if this video actually hits you in any way, shape, or form, I want you to comment alignment below. As I read every single comment that you guys leave, it blesses me and encourages me. So if it resonates with you, I want you to do the same thing. Comment alignment down below. And I want to say thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. If this blesses you in any way, be sure to like and share this with another mom who is a homeschooling mom, who's in business, who could use this level of encouragement and clarity. And thank you so much for being here. And I see you in the next video. Bye for now.